What's happening, guys? Today is another day down here in Florida and we're just hanging out. I am still working on the purple GTR. What I did today on this thing was I got the valve covers on, I got the rest of the Hikis stuff out, I took the oil filter off of its location where it was and I remounted it. I have a somewhat okay mounting spot for the fuel pressure regulator, and currently I'm trying to get this thing all set up for some paint, but I just realized once again that if I do this, then I have to not touch this for a little while and I have to figure out something else to do for the rest of the day. But we're gonna go ahead and see what else I could do on this. But over here on this side, we are going to need to put the, what is it? I'm gonna need to get this power steering pump all set up. I'm going to need to get the oil feed, the oil return, the oil, the coolant feed, the coolant return, all set up for the turbo. So if I paint that, I might be able to do all that on this side, but I kind of need Roberto here for that, and he's not here right now. So I have to figure that out. We need to get the AC lines figured out and just some other odds and ends stuff. But I can go ahead and figure out some other stuff I could do on this though. But let's go ahead and continue on with this car, and I will keep you guys updated on what else I am doing today. And once again, I have a guest hanging out with me all day because he doesn't have anything else to do today. So, yeah, I'm gonna figure out what else I gotta do on this thing, and then we're gonna get to it. What had happened between yesterday, Monday, and today was Monday night. I had posted my video, and immediately I had noticed that it got demonetized for copyright music, which sucks. And then I went back through, I took it down, I fixed the stuff that was wrong with it, I put it back up, but I had left it at private. So I forgot to turn it off of private and put it back on a public for you guys. And I had not remembered that until 3 in the afternoon yesterday. So I just left that video, which was Monday's, for Tuesday. Today we're going to post a new video. And it's going to be on this car right here. So what me and Roberto did last night was, or what I did most of the day, and then what me and Roberto did last night was we just prettied up the motor, or the engine bay. We got the oil filter in the right location. We got the fuel pressure regulator in a good location. We painted the valve, the intake manifold. We put the new injectors in. We got to get the harness all bolted back up and all done. We're going to have to run the lines for the catch can in the back there up to here somewhere. We got the turbo mounted-ish, and then we got the line for the return, the fitting for the return on, and now we have to just plumb the rest of the lines for this, plumb the lines for the fuel system, plumb the lines for the oil filter relocation kit, which is just going to be reusing those two, maybe, and if they do not fit onto there well enough, we will be using the normal black nylon. But after we do all that, I'm going to put in the radiator again, and then this thing should be running and ready to go to Harvey for the rest of the fab work that he has to do for it. So that's pretty awesome. And then the last thing that we did was we put on this new crank balancer pulley, and that's a fluid one because we changed the power steering pump and the AC pump from R32 to R33 stuff. So that's what all that stuff is. I'm sorry if I'm a little nasally and if this was a little bit more talking than what you guys wanted, but just went over what had happened and what's going on in the video, and then I'm still super tired. I'm sorry. So let's just jump into something cool, and then we'll do something else after. So guys, what we got going on is a little bit something more interesting than how we started this off. Let me fix you guys real quick right there. And yesterday what I had done was, this is the rear set. This is the full setup of brakes that I will be running on the 180 now. 5-lug Z32 rotors, Z32 calipers. The rear calipers are right here. So what I did yesterday was I just went through everything and I made sure that the actual rotors fit on the S13 hubs and on the S13 knuckles. So what I did was I cut the dust shield, banged the dust shield back, and I just got it so that the rotors actually fit onto there. I did that on all 4 of them. And now today what I'm going to do is I am actually going to take apart the calipers and get those things ready for paint, because I need those to go off the paint so that I can get them back and put them on the car. And when those go off the paint, I take the valve cover off and the car sits for another 6 weeks, and then I can't drive the thing. But we're gonna hope it doesn't sit for that long. We're gonna hope that it only sits for like maximum a month, and then we can get everything back and put it on. Biggest thing is I don't want that valve cover sitting open for a month or too long and then having rust issues or something go wrong with it. So we need to figure out something about that. But yeah, the other thing that I'm going to do is that since I am not going to change the rear knuckles for a little while, what I'm actually going to do is I actually have a bushing kit for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press out all of these old bushings, and I'm going to press in new bushings so that the rear is going to feel absolutely brand new. And then the front will feel brand new because we're going to be getting the angle kit, which basically me putting on these front hubs and these front knuckles is pointless, but we're going to do it anyways just so we can see what some wheels on this thing is going to look like, instead of having the stock 5-lug or 4-lug. So let's just go ahead and jump right into taking apart the calipers. So guys, I'm going to start with the front calipers. Let's go ahead and take these off, put them in the bags and mark them for each side, and move on to the rears. Front ones are done. First time I ever taking apart calipers, a couple of mishaps. I scuffed the pistons a little bit, but I'll fix that when I go to put them back together and when I get the new seal kit. So let's go ahead and move on to the backs and hopefully have a better technique for that. And yeah, just gonna mark the bags and mark the calipers and then send them off to powder coating. Let's go. What I got going on is I took all of the calipers apart. They are all right here, ready to go to powder coating. I have to pay Chris, then I'm gonna send these to powder coating. I'm gonna schedule everything for maybe next week. I have no idea yet. I still have to go to blast coating and see what I can do. I will get to the bushings tomorrow for these, for the rear, so that when I put the rears on, everything will be nice and new, so that all of that goes on nice and easy. The fronts will go on temporarily, and then I will get the angle kit and all of that stuff will change. Then over here on the car, Roberto is currently trying to get the exhaust manifold on today. He said we're going to get it on, we're going to start it up. We're going to leave no turbo on it for right now, just make sure that the thing runs still. Here are the cams. And we have to, what I did was I did all of the fuel lines, the oil lines, turbo lines, and all that stuff. This car still needs a decent amount of work when it gets back. He's got some problems that he didn't know, and then we have to address still, so that has to get done. But other than that, though, this stuff is coming along good. I have to get my car ready still, and just keep moving along on that thing. But it takes time, takes money, and I'm just really tired. So That's about it, though, guys. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share, do all the good stuff, and I hope to see you guys in the next one later on.